It's a word that's so fun to say. We've been saying it since we were little kids, all of us, at least in the English-speaking world. Abracadabra. Boom, magic, ta-da! Good morning. John Morgan here. That's weird. I'm a man. I'm a father now. This is my little boy Asher. And we are out in the Blue Hills, which is a small reservation just south of Boston, southwest, I guess it would be. My sister and her family has moved up here. We're visiting right now. And every morning, since my little boy was 2 weeks old, he's almost 5 months now, we've been going out in the mornings, mostly in our home in Santa Monica, to the beach, being in nature, having my feet in the sand, his sometimes, being with the waves. And so while we've been traveling, we've been going out in the morning still and experiencing different kinds of nature. Kind of a ritual. It's become a sacred time for us. So, welcome back to me in making videos. It feels good to be reconnecting with you through this lens and through time and space. You, the future you, who I'm speaking to now that will meet this video. What I want to do with these videos is share the unfolding insights I'm having around creation. Being a creator, really owning and taking agency for your aspect, for your part in the unfolding dance of the world. And there's a word that I want to share today that has been so on my mind every day for months and months and months now. I don't know how long, since I discovered the etymology of the word and what it actually means literally, most likely, historically. Because first of all, it's a word that's so fun to say. We've been saying it since we were little kids, all of us, at least in the English-speaking world. Abracadabra. Boom, magic, ta-da! I say the word and something appears. Isn't that the magical spell that we usually think of when we think of the word abracadabra? Boom, something disappears, or abracadabra, boom, something appears. Boom. Why is that? What does that word mean, actually? Well, what I've found through my internet research, i.e. Googling, abracadabra actually means I create as I speak. I create as I speak. That sends my brain through an associative channel to Damagel Ruiz in the 4 agreements. I think it's the second agreement, which is be impeccable with your word. So frequently misunderstood. Even Oprah got it wrong. Be impeccable with your word. Oh, that means have integrity, right? If you say something, do what you say you're going to do. Yeah, but that's not really it. That's not really it. And he said to Oprah, he said, oh, but it's so much more than that. And they ran out of time. But I see that misunderstood everywhere. Be impeccable with your word. It's not just about doing what you say you will do. Be impeccable in the use of language. Be impeccable in your choice of words, which go association, go down the superhighway, neural superhighway, and I land at another point, an idea. James Allen, as a man thinketh. James Allen, as a man thinketh. In his heart, so is he. Great book, drawing on a kind of biblical verse. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Wait a minute, are you talking about thinking or speaking? What is it? Words, thoughts, speaking, all same. Synonymous. Be impeccable with the words you use in your mind. Be impeccable with the words you speak out into the world for a couple reasons. A few reasons, maybe. Number one, the words you use in your mind actually forge and create the lens through which you see the world, the reality through which you see the world. Association, neural pathway. Just reminded of another article that I read recently about listening to people powerfully, right? listening for their, get this distinction, biography versus their ideology. So when we listen to people, we listen usually for their ideas. What's the framework of this idea? What's the overall concept they're coming from? Do we agree? Do we disagree? Shall we battle them or shall we hug them as a brother or sister? Oh, shit. But if we switch from ideology to biography, we start hearing them more deeply. More deeply. We start to really understand them, where they're coming from. How is this related? Being impeccable with your word. And that is related because when we're listening to somebody's ideology, we're listening through the lens that has been created by us and our words, our thoughts. All right? Just automatic, unconscious. But if we start creating the thoughts that I listen for biography, we create a new lens that listens to them in a new way, and we hear new things, and we get a whole new experience. We might have the experience of love and compassion, as I did, listening to two family members talk about why they're voting for Trump, when at first, when I was experiencing frustration and disbelief when I was listening through ideology lens. Switch the thoughts, switch the lens, switch what I'm hearing, switch what I'm understanding, switch my experience, feeling drawn towards instead of pushed away. It's a good thing. I'm getting too worked up. My boy's getting stirred. All right, take it easy. We're cool. We're good. Sorry, buddy. And, if I'm walking gingerly, it's because I'm barefoot. Be impeccable with your word. Abracadabra, bringing it back, right? Bringing it back. We speak and we create. As I speak, I create. I create as I speak. How is this the case? Like I said, first of all, you speak language in your mind. And the subtle difference is biography, ideology, just that little subtle difference. So many, and that's so much of what I share in this, on my videos, right? Is like different ways of thinking, different ideas, different concepts. You speak different words in your mind, and you create a different reality for yourself. Well, that's the first part. The second part of it is that not only do the words you use create a different reality in your mind, but they create a different reality in the world. There's very subtle distinctions, and you change a little thing about your language, and suddenly the experience other people have of you based on the words you use completely changes. And then what happens is that different things result. Different choices are made by people, different actions are taken. Language is so powerful. It's not about persuading and influencing people and having power over them. It's about just recognizing that the choice of your words creates a different reality moment by moment, inside you and outside you. So, you want to be attentive to your word choice, because every word choice is a dance step. It's a dance step in the unfolding, in the dance of the universe. And where you choose to put your foot, where you choose to move your hand, changes the dance. And if you want to have a beautiful dance, if you want your dance to upwardly spiral, to grow, to become something where everyone around is screaming, "Ole, ole," because it's so beautiful. Etymology, ole, is an evolution of Allah, Allah, the God is in you, you are dancing with spirit. If you want to be dancing like that and unfolding with the world as most grand, then take the steps that are most beautiful. Take the steps that are most constructive, productive. Use the language that creates most beautifully. What is that language? Oh, there's a million answers to that. But I'll tell you, there is a difference between language that destroys and language that creates. Language that sustains and language that generates. So what I would ask you to do, the only point of this video, is to bring attention to the words that you're speaking with your mouth and with your mind. Bring attention to them and realize that every single word spoken in your mind and in your mouth, from your mind, and from your mouth, creates or destroys or does nothing Abracadabra is when you bring language to the place of creativity, to powerful generations. Abracadabra is when you make magic with your words in your mind and with your mouth. Abracadabra is when you make something, boom, appear because of the words you chose to spoke, to spoke, to spoke, to speak. Curiosity. Just referencing back in my mind the experience of right over there, where I was looking with a furrowed brow at the mental imagery of my use of the words to spoke, which was incorrect. But what does that mean? What is the impact of using that language? What do I feel when I say the incorrect thing, to spoke instead of to speak? I don't know the answer, but my point is there's curiosity, and I think curiosity is the doorway to more powerful language. Abracadabra. You create as you speak. Much love.
So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the button, and also share with your friends, share the love, tweet it, Facebook it, Google Plus it, LinkedIn it, whatever you do, get it out there. And of course, if you really want to engage in this idea, down below in the comments, the discussion, the dialogue is where the best insights come. Challenge me, ask me questions, I will get back to you. Your ideas, your comments help me to create more videos. Finally, if you're interested in learning all about what I do, my personal coaching for leaders, artists, musicians, sole proprietors, anybody who's a creative force in the world and creating their own things, check out my website. Also, if you're a coach and you want to learn more about my apprenticeship or learn more about how I create coaching clients, check out my website, link down below. Much love.